identify, if we observe that why does conflict happen? Because in communication, the smooth communication only depends on the way of understanding, the way you build your relationship with others. And when we don't understand the person, when we don't understand the people, the miscommunication starts, and that leads to conflict. And when the conflict increases, when the anger or when the negative emotions bottles up, you see that person as your enemy and you take decisions without thinking about the relation. So that exactly happen whether we are with our colleagues or in our personal relationships or in the professional relationships. So that is how the conflict enters. And it is all the science of emotions, the science of the influences that we come across. So before we understand the reasons of the different personalities and the different traits, I would like to share a very beautiful story about this conflict, that how communication is the one of the very crucial reasons to avoid conflict. How effective communication, or some of the time only one word, can change or can avoid the conflict part. So I'm not sure whether you have heard this story or not, but this is very famous story. It's a story between a father and a son. Okay, there is one answer. Ancient human being killing wild animal. Yes, exactly. Right. So you can see that the scenario, the set was ancient times and ancient human beings killing the wild animal. So there are two reasons. There are two probable reasons. One may be either they want safety, they want to save themselves, or they don't want to save themselves. They are killing them just for their purpose, right? Because we don't know why are they killing him, because the image was kind of a cycle where the other human being was trying to save the other human being, but whereas the different human being, he wanted to kill the human being. So the purpose is very important. What purpose do you have in your mind, and at what level you are judging a person, at what level you have the prejudice about certain people, certain society, certain class, religion, or whatever, right? So let me come back to the story I wanted to share. So it's a story of a very good bond was there between a father and son, and this son was in 12th board. So he was not that kind of a very bright student, and his father was concerned for this, that my son is not putting his hard work. So he's not having so much expectations from the son, but the only reason is if he works hard, at least he can have 60 percentage. So that was the normal expectation. So the 60 percentage will help him to get a good admission into good college. So he one day went to, and this child was a very average child. 40% was the minimum average of him. So his father was so concerned that if he works a little bit hard, if he put a little bit efforts, maybe probably he will reach to 50 or 60, and that is enough for me. So he one day went to his son and he said that, beta, dekho, exams are very near, and it's only about 2 or 3 months, and then your life is set. Right? When you were a child, you might have heard this line many times, and do you think that the life is set? Right? Itna kar lo, and then the life is set. College kar do, and the life is set. uh, Job le lo, and the life is set. Shadi kar lo, and the life is set. But the life never gets settled, right? Because life is always, it always comes with number of challenges which we have to overcome, right? So he was saying this, and this is the favorite dialogue of every parent, that you work hard for 3 months and your life is set. So this son was having the nature of the son, if I tell you, he was so arrogant and he was so rude, right? So short tempered, that is perfect word I can use for him. So he told to his father that if I work hard, what will I get in return, right? Because yesterday we discussed the generation is, uh, I'm not able to find the exact word, but we can see they are more involved into the instant gratification. Yes, that is the perfect word, right? Something instantly will gratify them. So he asked his father that what will I get in return, right? Will I get something in return? So if I may ask you that, if you are in the father's position, what will you say? Will you say yes or no? Will you say something in return? Will you like to give something in return? Let's put it that way. Your son is asking you, or your daughter is asking you, that I am ready to put my hard work, but in return, will you give me something for my efforts and for my hard work? So you can type yes or no in the chat box. Will you like to give something to your child? No answer. That means that you are not going to give.
Ma'am, can I answer?
Yes.
I'll not give anything, but I'll just initiate the talk like this, that if you'll study, you will get knowledge from that, and that will eventually help him in his all aspects. So that would be my answer. Means अभी कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, but जो आपको knowledge बढ़ेगा, that will enhance your, skills and all everything.
So that will enhance your prospects. Okay. So I like that answer, that this is the correct way how we can channelize the direction. But as I said, that the son was more interested in not the efforts, but what will be the reward that I will get. So now, if I tell you the condition of the father, he was not that much financially sound, but father was into that intention that if he is ready to put hard work, let me say that okay, I am ready to give you whatever you want, right? And this was exactly first mistake of father. He said that jo chahiye mango, I am ready to give. Now I want you to put yourself into the son's shoe, and if you are the son, what will you ask for? If your father has given you this condition, and right now don't think at this age, you think when you were in 12th board, if your father has given you that permission that you can ask anything, your wish will be fulfilled. So kind of Aladdin and Genie. Jo hukum mere aaka.
Ma'am, perhaps we are now mature enough to answer this kind of question, but
Yes.
in the childhood, I mean, we aspire for certain things. We would have asked that, because the age is a factor here. That now we are mature, I wish we will not answer this kind of question. But earlier also, at that aspires only. उस age में अपनी चीजें होती हैं, and child can ask for those things or not.
Yes, true. So materialistic desires were so high, I would say that. So the child asked for the same kind of thing, that what we can normally think, right? When I share the students, when I share this story with my students, and if I ask them that what would you ask for, they were answering like mobile phone, bike, right? Their demands are like that, that they're more technological advanced. So a new mobile phone, a trip with the friends, a solo trip with the friends. So these are their desires. But this character in this story, he asked that I want a new Mercedes car, and I want this. Now father said, okay, yes, approved. But the condition is, if you score top in your school. Now you can see that both of them played indirectly. The son played indirectly because he knew that my father is not going to afford the Mercedes, so I won't have to put any efforts. So he was of that intention that मैंने मेरे father को बोल दिया that you give me Mercedes, and he will say okay, don't put the efforts, and मुझे efforts नहीं लगाने पड़ेंगे. So वो indirectly बचना चाहता था. And the father indirectly played the game is, okay, if you top the school, which he knew that कॉपी कभी नहीं होने वाला, right? A 40% in every child, how can he top the school? So he said yes to it. His intention was indirectly, he wanted his son to put more efforts, but his intention was also pure, that itna karke agar if he's putting hard work, at least 60%, and that is what my target is about. I don't know what about Mercedes, but he gave this promise that yes, okay, if you score high, if you score top in the school, the Mercedes will be there on the same day. Now, life is always a surprise package, right? All of you would be agree with me. So life is a surprise package, and surprisingly, the student who was not working at all, who was not that much studious, he started putting hard work. रात रात भर जाग के मेहनत कर रहा है, दिन में सुबह जल्दी उठ जाता है, and wherever his father meets him, he is with the books only, right? He is doing something and other things. So this made the father now worried, because as I said earlier that he was not that much financially sound. So he said to his son that you're working very hard. So indirectly he was of that fear that what happened if he actually scores high. And that happened actually when the results declared, he topped the school. So this is a story of those times when our times where when somebody tops the school, the media takes the interview that what is the secret of your hard work and what is the secret of your result. But he was not interested. He was hardly interested in such thing. In his mind, he was only thinking about the Mercedes. Throughout the way to home, he was only thinking about the Mercedes. When he went home, when he reached home, he was just looking for the Mercedes in the parking, but there was no Mercedes. He thought that, okay, let me ask my father. So he went inside, and when he knocked the door, the father opened the door, and father wanted to give him a tight hug. He said that he was very happy for this success. So he wanted to congratulate the son that congratulations, beta, I'm very proud of you. Aapka congratulations side pe rakho. I just want to know where is my Mercedes. Now the father answered, I know that you're very curious about the Mercedes, about your gift, but you know that father and son, right? Because you're working so hard, बहुत time हो गया हम लोग कहीं lunch पे नहीं गए हैं. So you go to your room, just freshen up, and then let's go to lunch, and then I'll tell you about your gift. So he went into the room, and in his room, on the bed, there was a small box, gift wrapped box. What do you think? What would be there in this box? The first assumption he made that father ने मुझे उल्लू बना दिया, right? मैंने Mercedes car, original Mercedes car, real Mercedes car बोला था, and he has given me the toy Mercedes. But still, he kept aside his assumptions and he opened that box. When he opened that box, that was not a toy Mercedes, but it was Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Now, it is not expected that the father would give him Srimad Bhagavad Gita. He thought that, is this the age of reading this kind of book, right? And you know, today's generation, that they are not interested in reading stuff like Gita, even though they are giving the more knowledge and everything. So he was so angry after seeing this that my father has given me Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And as I have told you, his basic nature was short temper. He threw that Srimad Bhagavad Gita. He tore a page from his book. He wrote a letter to his father. And now whatever he was writing was from his own emotion. I knew it, that you are not going to afford the Mercedes. I knew it from beginning that you are not going to give me Mercedes. So now I am leaving your home. I'll meet you. I'll see you. I show you my face when I am able to afford a Mercedes by my own money. Goodbye. And ye letter chhod ke he left the father's house. Do you think this was the correct decision? The story still continues, but I just want to know from your side. Do you think this was the correct decision? So at this spur of moment, he thought that this is a
When ma'am, this was his reaction. It was not the correct
Yes.
decision.
Yes.
Ah.
So
So he reacted to the situation because he was in anger, and he reacted to that situation that he can handle and he will get that by himself because his father did not give him.
So that is the challenge he gave to himself also, that now I'll show you my face when I get Mercedes from my own money. Now, as Jyoti ma'am has rightly mentioned, that this was a reaction, right? And when we are giving reaction to the situation, the decisions are not logical. And he took this illogical decision. He left his father's home. एकता कपूर की सीरियल के जैसे स्टोरी 20 साल आगे बढ़ती है. In these 20 years, he has faced many challenges, many struggle. But because of that high ego inside, that I don't want to show my father. I want to show my father that I can afford Mercedes. And eventually one day he was a very successful businessman after 20 years of struggle, and he was sitting in his AC cabin one day. He had 2 Mercedes now, right? So that struggle, that challenges he had taken into his life. When he purchased Mercedes, he was not able to meet his father just because of that ego, that 20 साल में तो नहीं मिला, अब जाके क्या करूं? So one day he was just signing few checks in his AC cabin. Suddenly he got a call from a nearest hospital asking that is Mr. Sharma your father? He said, yes, what happened? So he said that he just want to meet you. I am calling from so-and-so hospital and it's his last time. So he just want to see you. So after listening to this, he just went back home. Not the home, the nursing hospital. So when he went there, the nurse gave him the letter, that this is the letter your father has given to you. And in this letter, it was few lines written that एक बार श्रीमद् भगवद गीता खोल के तो देख लेता. So that suddenly reminded him of his own fault. So he went back home and he went to his room. The same Bhagavad Gita was kept there. He opened the book and there was an envelope. In that envelope, there was a letter from his own father that I'm very proud of you. And that letter was written on the very same day when he got his results. I'm very proud of you. The content of the letter said that I'm very proud of you. Today you have achieved a milestone which was unachievable for you. So life will also give you these kind of challenges. But as a father, I want to show you that path. I want to give you those directions that if you decide something, nothing is impossible. And that is an example that you have proven. He has written that, but life का कोई भरोसा नहीं होता है. So whenever I am not there with you, there will be problems in your life. So whenever I am not there with you, if you want to find the solution, Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the best book, right? So I want to give you as a token of my love because you have achieved good result today. So that is what he has written. And at last, he has written that Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the core of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is chapter 18. Right, so you go to chapter 18 and your result is your gift is waiting there. He went to chapter 18 and there was another envelope. That envelope was having the car's key and the Mercedes car's bill, dated the same when he got his results. So now he was speechless, right? He was not able to see what is left now, only regret. Now, when I share this story, I share this story to multiple audience. The age group varies from audience to audience. When I share this story to the students of this current generation, and when I ask them that who is responsible, whose mistake was it in this whole story, what do you think that who is responsible, father or son? So the students always says that no, father is responsible, right? Unko pata tha that the son is short-tempered and son is eagerly waiting for this Mercedes. He should not have created this drama. Do you agree with this? Do you agree with this statement? And I have received this statement from number of students. They are always saying me that the son is not responsible. The father was at fault. What do you think? Whose fault it is, father or son? According to you, who is at fault?
Both.
Both?
Okay. Because both of them did not understand other person's perception. I mean, both of them failed to understand how to answer. Father failed to understand how to answer his son, and son failed to understand father.
Miscommunication.
Okay, miscommunication.
Yeah, means they did not communicate it actually.
Okay. So if I look at it from a different angle, that when we put ourselves to the father's situation, that he was not able to afford Mercedes, first of all, but still he gave Mercedes. Still he wanted to give Mercedes. Second point, he was not able to afford. That is a different case. But the emotions that he wrote this letter for his son, and he wanted to solve the problems that he would face in his life, and for that he wanted to give. So it's all about the emotion that the son was not able to relate, right? Understand is the different word, but he was not able to relate with this emotion. Same as the father was also not able to relate with the son's emotion, that when he already knew the efforts that he is putting, first mistake is that he should not have given this lalach, this greed, right? Because it has created high hopes in the son's mind that yes, my father is going to give me. So the expectations, the increase of the raise of expectation, that has created the problems. And I would say it is the case of miscommunication also, but similarly, it is the case of communication gap, right? Both of them was responsible, but I would say none of them was responsible. Communication gap was responsible in the whole story. 20 साल बहुत होते हैं to have piling up the emotions. And when you have the negative emotion for somebody, and when it piles up, when it bottles up, you just start assuming negative things about that person. So 20 साल में दोनों में से किसी को भी मन नहीं हुआ that what my son is doing, neither the father wanted to search the son, because he thought that the father's ego, right? We will learn in the next session about transactional analysis, where the ego, parent ego, child ego, and the father ego, right? So he was into that parent ego, that I am a parent and how my child can do like this. So when this ego comes into the picture, we are not able to, that logic diminishes. We are not able to understand the person, what is right and what is wrong. And that is the starting point of conflict. And that way we only understand the person as our enemy, that this person doesn't want my good. The only solution is to avoid these conflicts is being mindful. But before being mindful, we need to accept that all the personalities are different, right? Let me give you an example. If I show you something, what is this, right? Rubik's Cube. Now, those who know about the Rubik's Cube, they would be knowing that every Rubik's Cube, there are multiple Rubik's Cubes are available in the market. Now, these cubes, now this is one of the simplest cube, right? You can solve it easily, right? It's known as 2 by 2. So I'll show you a variety of, I'm not going to solve the cubes here, but I just want to use this metaphor that every student in our classroom is kind of, this is a puzzle, right? Kind of a puzzle. This is kind of the first puzzle, which is very easy. If you know the formula, it is very easy to solve this. You can also learn at any age. So this is one such puzzle that we might have in our classroom. Are you getting this point? Then I'll show you the next one. The reason of showing this puzzle first is because this is one of the easiest puzzle to solve. Right? Rubik's Cube's rule is that it should match, the color should be matched with all the sides, right? Similar color to all sides. So this is the first puzzle that we have in our classrooms. Okay, let me go for the next puzzle. Now, if I show you the comparison between these two, right? This is 4 by 4 and this is 2 by 2. Now, to solve 2 by 2 is very easy. To solve 2 by 2 is very easy. So that means there will be some challenges in your classroom. There will be some puzzles in your classroom, some students in your classroom. To solve them is very easy. But if you apply the same formula to solve similar kind of experiences, which may be from 4 by 4, it will not be applicable. Because to solve 4 by 4, you have to apply different formulas. Yes, the base will remain the same, that you would have to know the base of how to solve 2 by 2. But if you want to solve 4 by 4, it will be very difficult for you to solve 4 by 4 by using the techniques of 2 by 2. Are we in? Are we able to relate the point? Then I'll go for the next one. So once you understand this, you'll be able to understand the psychology, psychogeometrics that we are going to discuss. And this is going to be a little technical also. Are we able to understand this? So every student in your classroom, the base is this. These are the smaller challenges. 2 by 2 is very easy, right? Once you learn the formula, it's very easy for you to solve these challenges. But if you apply the same challenges with 4 by 4, right? You might be thinking that 2 by 2 and 4 by 4. So the same formula should be applied, but no, if you see here, this is the 2 by 2. So to solve 4 by 4, you will have to go the base of 2 by 2 first, and then only you will be able to solve this, right? We are not going to discuss how to solve it because that is not the purpose. The next one, you understand that because I have solved these kind of puzzles, puzzle is the puzzles, the problems, challenges in your class. So I'm using this as a metaphor right now, that you have variety of students in your classroom, but to solve the problems of each students, you would have to use different formulas. Now, if I show you this next one, this is considered as a pyramid puzzle. I'll just remove the background so that you can see it clearly. Okay, so as you can see, this is the next one, the third one. As you can see, this is the pyramid cube. Now to solve it, there are certain students which will demand these kind of algorithms. Now the algorithm of this is you will have to start from the base, right? The corners. So there are certain problems, certain challenges in your classroom, certain needs of your demands of your students, which will be solved only if you go to the edges, right? उनके edges पे pinpoint पे जाना पड़ेगा, and then only you will be able to solve, right? I am not bifurcating the challenges right now because you know your classrooms and you know your challenges. So those challenges which requires to pinpoint, to highlight that this is what you have to do. So to solve or to provide solutions to those kind of challenges, what you need to do is you will have to solve from the edge, right? All three edges. And if you highlight these three edges, it will be very easy for you to solve this, right? Because I know how to solve the pyramids and all, that is why I'm giving you that to solve this, it requires that you will have to go for edge. The edge is the pinpoints, the pain areas of your students. The next, if I show you, is this cube, right? This cube looks similar to the 4x4 and 3x3, but this works in a particular way, right? Let's see, if I hold it similarly, yeah, this is the cube, right? It is known as cube. So if I have to solve this similarly like this, right? If I have to rotate it, it will be very easy to rotate. But if I am applying the same rotation, right, it will not work. So there are certain students, special students, those who are having so much issues, anxiety, depression, and they want to solve it, right? They don't get anybody to listen to those problems. Now to those students, you cannot apply the same formula, the same rotation. See, it will not work. So for them, you will have to handle them with care, and this way it will work, right? So if you don't care, see, it starts. So these challenges are very, very, very important. If these challenges are not solved, you might have seen many students in your classroom, especially those who are having the issues like somebody is bullying them, the fear of judgments, somebody passes judgments on them, the different students in the class, right? I'll just give you an example of one of my students. So he just come one day, it was the last session of the semester, and he just, I was taking soft skills at that time, so he just came in the last session of the whole semester, and he just shared that I want to share something with you. So it was the second year students, so he was doing his engineering from the first year. So he said that from first year, I know that how I have spent this first year, last year. I said, what happened? You are a very bright student. And I have seen he is a very excellent student, performing nicely in the sessions. So I asked him that, why are you saying so? That nobody knows this. He just started sharing it. That nobody knows my story, but the real problem is I was I was the victim of depression, and I was not able to believe it because it wasn't shown in his face. And I only took the subject in the second year. I was not knowing that student from first year. So I said, it is not showing like that. What is the problem? So he said that I am kind of a different, the way of walking, right? He walks like girls. So the way of walking, the way I dress, right? I want to make my career into modeling. So the way I dress, the way I make my hair are a little bit different from the macho boys, right? And that has become the reason of discussions among the hostelites and the university also. Now, if I tell you the story behind this, the student was saying to me that the story behind this is my father is a businessman. He was a very wealthy person's son. So my father is a businessman and I belong to Rajkot. Now, I came to Ahmedabad for study purpose. I wanted to make my career. After graduation, I want to go into modeling. So you can see the passion inside him, that he was very much passionate and very clear that what he wants to do in his life. Now, I had secured very nice grades in my 12th, and that is why I got admission into such a prestigious university. So he was telling, so I was just listening to him. So I was feeling that he has to say many things, and he was just telling one after the other, and I was just listening to, okay, okay, then what happened? And when I listened the original reason, I was also surprised. I was not able to believe that this is the same student who is so confident in the class, so curious in the class, asking many questions in the class. So he said that when I entered into this college, because of my appearance, because I already said you that I belong to a businessman's family, and my father used to travel a lot. So most of the time from my childhood, I have spent most of the time with my mother, and that is the reason the characteristics that I have absorbed is more of feminine, right? I am not feminine category. I am not a gay, but the students, other students, are perceiving me as if I am a gay, but I am not. The characteristics, I am more emotional, I'm more attached to the girls, is only because I have spared most of the time with my mother. And that is why most of the qualities, most of the characteristics I have observed is because of my mother. Now, during the time of his depression, when the students used to bully him, when the hostelites used to mock at him, he had developed that anxiety and that depression, that he was not able to come out from the hostel for his lunch. He used to order from Zomato. Now he said that though I was from the business family, I used to get a minimum amount of pocket money. So kitne time tak Zomato se order karu, right? I had to face that fear. I went to psychiatrist, I went to counselors, I used to take the pills, but I was not able to get out of it. So then I asked him that why are you sharing this with me? Right? मैं क्या help कर सकती हूँ? Right now I can see that you are not in the depression. So he said that the only reason why I am sharing this with you, because you have designed multiple projects and multiple activities where by force I will have to involve with the students, with the boys especially, right? I at that time I was kind of a person who used to only mingle. My group agar aap dekho, so that is only girls, because I'm more afraid that what if I don't match to those kind of macho boys. So because you have diversified the groups, I have to by force participated in the group of boys, and that way I was able to overcome my fear. So this is the last session, and that is why I wanted to meet you, just to say thank you that you have helped the students like us. So this is what I mean from this cube, that to solve it, if you solve it just like the other cubes, they are very easy to rotate, right? These challenges, these puzzles in the class are very easy, right? Similarly, if you see this, similarly we can do this. So this looks same. So imagine that this is one student and this is second. Both of them look same. This is also square, this is also square, cube and cube. But to solve these students, वो दिखेंगे same आपको, but उनके जो problems है, उनकी जो challenges है, that you have to solve very differently. You have to first of all handle them with the care, and then only you can solve them, right? So this way, this is the correct way how you can solve this cube. Are you able to relate it? Any doubt, any confusion, you can type in the chat box. Right, so this is the next, and there are few more last cubes. The next one is this cube, and this is known as the gear cube. And you might be able to understand the word gear. Now there may be certain students, there may be certain puzzles in your classroom which are like gear, right? They are very flexible, right? You can do it from anywhere, anytime, right? To solve them is very easy, but it looks easy, but they are not. You will have to match their gears, right? That is why this is known as gear cube, right? So to make this kind of a square, you'll have to hold them again. See, if I have made this has disturbed. So to solve such kind of a cube, you'll require mechanisms, right? And then we will discuss tomorrow about, not tomorrow, in the next session about feedback mechanism. So you will have to use certain feedback mechanisms to solve the issues like this, to solve the puzzles like this. So coming to the very important part, that is this cube. Originally, eventually, this speciality of this, excuse me, speciality of this cube is it is kind of a stick. Right? If I open it fully, it's kind of a stick. But the beauty of this puzzle is you can convert it into any shape of your choice. Right? It converts into, I don't know how to do it. My sons does it. But the beauty of this cube is you can convert it into any shape. It can be converted into a ball. It can be converted into a snake also. So what do I want to convey through this cube is that in your classroom also, you will have a certain student who looks सीधे दिखेंगे, but they will also have the problems. They will also have certain things, but to solve them, you can convert them into any shape. You can not shape, but you can convert them into any group. You can mingle them. You can take help of any other group and just share their ideas. So they are very easy, right? There are no algorithms required. You can convert it the way you want. You just have to discuss your ideas with them. You just have to sit with them and solve their problems. So these kind of the puzzles are again, no algorithms are required. You can convert. It comes with, they say, it's kind of go with flow. So these kind of students are like go with flow, but there are certain puzzles, there are certain confusions in their mind, which will be solved with going with their flow. Right. Coming to the last one is one of my favorites. It's the mirror cube. Now, it's very difficult to solve these cube, right? And as you can see, mirror is the reflection. So these are the students who have almost lost their identity, right? Kind of those students. They have almost lost their identity. They are not able to come out of their comfort zone. They are having unnecessary fear of external validation, and that is why I am relating with I'm relating it with the mirrors, right? Mirrors show you the reflection. So this is very difficult to, these cubes, or I can say these problems of the students are very difficult to solve in classroom, or I can say in just classroom. It will require beyond classroom things, right? So beyond classroom, if you can just sit with them and you can just if I'm very sure that in whatever university or colleges you are teaching in, there would be a special section called mentorship, right? So if you are the mentor of those students, it is said that you should be the perfect friend, philosopher, and guide of your students, because they require your friendship, as at the same time they require your philosophy, right? Not always friendship, but they also require your philosophical guidance. So be the friend, philosopher, and guide to avoid the conflicts in their part, because as we have just discussed, that if more number of conflicts they would have, they will start having the negative emotions, and once the negative emotion starts bottling up, the game ruins. So now let's discuss, why is this happening, right? Why does this happen, that we are different personality? So what if we know the technicalities of personality, right? If I know that my student is like this personality, I'll be able to provide him the correct solution. But before we know the student's personality, let's know our personality also, right? So very interestingly, there is a concept called psychogeometrics, right, where a very famous psychologist, Susan Dellinger, she has given 5 different shapes, right? If you are aware about this Carl Jung's personality, MBTI personality test, taking the base from it, this Suzanne Dellinger has invented the geometrics, where she is covering psychological personalities with the 5 geometrical shapes, right? So before I give you those technical assessments and everything, I will just have to play a game with you, and let me share my screen first, and then I'll discuss the game with you. So this game is very simple. I'm just going to show you 5 different shapes, and not thinking about anything, just by your intuition, what shape appeals to you most. Right? You don't have to think much about it, but by the first instinct, what shape appeals to you the most. Right? So I'm going to show on my screen those 5 shapes. And then we will also discuss Susan's Dellinger's idea about those 5 shapes and what are the characteristics of those 5 shapes. And we will also have a personality test for you from which you will be able to know your personality type. Right. So let me share my screen with you. Okay, so these are the 5 shapes. The first one is the square. The second one is the triangle. The third is the circle. You can see a rectangle here, and you can see squiggle. So according to these shapes, what shape appeals to you the most? Right? For example, for me, if I have to decide, circle appeals to me the most right now. Right? We will discuss about that what are the traits of the circle later on. But first of all, let's decide on the basis of your intuition, and then you come to know your original shape, your original traits. Let's compare both the results. Right? So I'm sure that by now you have decided what shape appeals to you the most. Right? Let me come back to you and let me ask, how many squares are there in the room? So you can type me, or I can just count. 1 is circle, squiggle, circle again, circle again. Okay, so 3 circle and 1 squiggle. Okay, what about the other people? What shape appeals to you the most? Anyone for yes, there are 3 more circles. And let me tell you, circle is the one of the best shapes, right? One of the best personality, I would say. Okay, what about other people? So when I ask you that circle, not circle, the square, right? Square has 4 sides. Anyone who wants to give the reason, if you feel that you are able to relate with the circle, not the circle, the square, may I know the reason for it? I think circle wala koi, circle is more. There is nobody with square. Anybody who wants to go with square? No. Okay. So right now I'm assuming that we have more of squares, more of circles. So may I know the reason for it? Why circle? Why do you think that you are able to relate more with the circle? I'll tell you my reason, because circle is, right, your life circle. Right? That is my reason. You're different. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, just ma'am, I thought that, I do not know, but it was first appeared to my mind. You said that first. Then, if after your conversation I am relating to it, so I am able to relate it in a flexibility mode. That whatever I chose, it is very flexible. So I think, I mean, I have chosen it. I do not know, but आपने कहा था कि first choose
On the
what
basis
comes to
of.
your mind, right?
Okay, so you
Okay, so
choose
you choose
circle or
circle
square?
or square? Squiggle, क्या उससे?
Squiggle.
Squiggle. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay. So
flexibility is
flexibility is
confident.
confidence. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, ma'am. First, I chose on the basis what comes first in the mind, right? Just
Hmm.
choose one shape. Means I do not know why my mind said this is the best shape. Second, if I went for the reason, I find it more flexible, because I mean snake shape is like that. It is very flexible. It can
Flexible.
go wherever. I mean, it can mold itself into any shape.
So are
I
you
mean, so
that
are you
kind of
that
a
kind of a
personality?
personality?
You believe
You
so?
I don't believe know. So? I am. I mean, I can't say right it now because I need time to think about it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, okay.
No problem.
No problem.
So we have more of a circle, I guess. So Vivek sir has written no edges to hurt anyone. Okay, yes, circle is circle, right? Round and round, right? So it resembles many things. So whatever reason has relatable to you, you may have chosen that. Now, I want to share with you that what are these shapes about, and after that we will also discuss the traits of it. But let's have a personality assessment first, right? And then it will be very best for you, because once you know your shape, you know your personality, so you will be able to relate that whether this is right or wrong. Do you agree with this or not? Feeling free for all applications in life. Yes, you are a free bird. So that is the reason why you have chosen circle. Okay, so let me share one QR code will be shared with you, and you just have to scan that QR code, and then you will be directed to a link that is what shape are you, and there will be 5 questions. When you answer that those questions, please be very honest, right? If you be very honest, you'll find out your original personality shape, and there will be characteristics also written. Now, if I am a circle, or if I am a square, or if I am a rectangle, or if I am a triangle, the reason of knowing this psychogeometric theory is, if I know about all the personality, I will be able to tailor my communication according to their needs, right? So suppose if I am a kind of a different personality, all the other shapes can be transformed into the circle. Yes, that is absolutely right, sir. Right, so circle has its different identity. All the shapes, all the personality have the different identity, right? So let's discuss first. Let's find out what is your personality, and there will be separate traits written, and then one by one we will discuss the positive side as well as the negative side of it, and it is going to be very much fun for you. I'm guaranteeing you. Okay, so let me share that QR code with you, and you just have to scan that code with from your mobile phone. And let me tell you that in India, psychogeometric is only being trademarked by Sneha Gupta, and that is very famous book by her. That is What Shape Are You? Right. So when I knew about this concept, I was attending a webinar by Dr. Sween Sweni. She's a very famous psychologist, and where she introduced this concept. So I was very eager to know, because it is related to communication. So I wanted to learn this concept in detail. So when I was learning about it, I came to know that in India there is only one person who has developed her own company, and who has written a book called What Shape Are You? When I read the book, I got to know that okay, when we know the personality, it becomes very easy to communicate. So whether those personalities are students or anyone else, right? So when we know that okay, this person is behaving in this way because he or she belongs to this personality, and because this personality, he or she has this positive or negative traits, and when we embrace those traits, communication becomes so smooth, and then the conflicts are minimized, right? So let me share the QR code. Yes, you can scan this code, and I'm again repeating that there will be 5 questions. You can scan this code by going into Google. If you don't have a separate application for QR codes, Google Lenses, from Google Lenses also you can open this. After you open this, I'm just sharing the results I'm receiving, right? There will be certain advertisements, so you can just skip the advertisement. Okay, once you skip the advertisement part, you will be landed to www.isra.co.in. So ISRA is the website of Sneha Gupta, which I just shared with you, and it will be reflecting that what shape are you quiz. The quiz says what personality shape are you? Discover your personality shape within 2 minutes. Right? And there will be find it now. And there will be 5 questions which you need to answer. And after you answer those questions, you'll be receiving the results. So before you close it, I just want to say you that take a screenshot of it. Right? Whatever result you get, take a screenshot of it. And when I'll discuss with you one shape after the another, you just match it with your own personality. That do you agree with it? And I still remember we have more circles in the group. So I expect the same, that you will receive the same results. Okay, so let's do it together. I have done it earlier, but let's see. So the first question says, select any 2 statements that best describes you. So you have to select 2 statements. Right? Please be honest. I prefer predictability over change. My mood changes from moment to moment. I have strong opinions and I tell it like it is. I easily accommodate the needs of others and I love surprises. So from those statements, you have to select any 2 and then you can press next. The next question is, select any 2 statements that best describe you. Again, I prefer established rules and regulations, right? I am kind of a person who loves rules and regulations and routine. The next is, I work hard and play hard. I get easily bored. I am empathetic to others' needs and feelings. I am experiencing change in my life right now. So you can select any 2 of them. And please be very honest again. Then there will be a question that is, select any one trait. And you just have to select any one that best describes you. Are you kind of a nurturing person? Or are you impulsive? Impulsive is who take the decision instantly without any logic. Take charge, right? I take the ownership of my own work. You're practical, right? That doesn't mean you don't have heart, but you think practically, right? Practically it is possible, or practically this is not possible. And you are kind of a person who are still exploring the world, searching the meaning, finding the meaning. And then the next question again will be, select any one trait that best describe you. Are you kind of an ambitious person? Are you kind of suggestible person? Are you sensitive? Are you dependable? Or are you a free spirit? That is unconventional. You like to take risks. You like to have risks. And the next one is, select any one trait that best describe you. Decisive, right? People can easily deceive you. So that is decisive. Fun loving. You love fun in your life. Organized. You plan well, right? That is organized. You are confused and you are good listener. Oh, one more question is added. So earlier when I took this test, there were 5 questions. So now they have added one more question. Select any one statement that describes you. Sometimes I overpower others with my energy and enthusiasm. Yeah, there may be people like this. I find it difficult to make decisions and stick to it. Right? So I am not able to take the decisions, and I'm not able to, if I make a decision, I'm not able to stick with it. I'm resistant to change, right? I'm not able to easily adapt with the change. I find it hard to let go out of control. Right? I'm not easily able to let go of things. And sometimes I feel others take me for granted, right? I think that I'm too flexible, I'm too adaptable, I'm too accommodative for them, that they are taking me for granted. There will be a little contact details, and they will be very much confidential. So you'll not receive any mail like purchase our course or anything. So you can give your names, email ID, and phone number if you wish to, right? It's not compulsory if you wish to see your results. So after you submit all the details, you'll get a brief snapshot. It says that what is your shape. Okay, so I got the result, the circle. Okay, earlier I got zigzag and now I got circle. So I think my personality is changing. And it may happen. I'll tell you why it may happen, because again, you are uh, influencing, or you are into society where more number of experiences you are learning. So it is possible that your personality may change. Okay, one answer is I got circle, unable to do as I am not tech savvy. It is okay. Okay, what you can do, sir Vivek sir, I'm going to share the result. So you just match, you know, your characteristics, that this is the pattern, you behave in a particular way. So if you feel that yes, this exactly matches with my personality traits, that will become your shape. I thought that all of you might have received your personality shapes now. So now let's go and know about the positive and negative sides, right? So I'll ask in between. Okay, let me go back to the screen again, where I'll show you that how this psychogeometric works, and about each shapes, each 5 shapes, and one after other, I'll pause in between and we will discuss those shapes. So as I have said, this is known as theory of psychogeometrics. It's registered by a psychologist called Suzanne Dellinger. It's, if we understand the terminology, psycho, the word psycho refers to mind, and geometric, that is related to art, right? Related to the shapes, the geometrical shapes. And that way, it's a science of the mind, it's a science of the personality relating to the shapes. So the psychologist Susan Dellinger, right? This is the photograph of Susan Dellinger. She is the creator of psychogeometric, the whole system, in 1978. This system is known as the system of communication style, because we all have different communication style, right? We communicate in our own style. And this communication style analysis she has developed on the basis of 5 simple geometrical shapes, and they are circle, triangle, rectangle, squiggle, and square. According to Susan, she believes that every person has a preferred shape, right? She's not saying that you are only a personality. Let's say if I have got circle, I am the circle only. She says that all the circles, all the shapes are within us, but there would be one preferred shapes that in most of the time I behave like that, right? So I have all the 5 shapes within me, but circle is the most dominant shape, because in most of the time I would be behaving like circle. So according to Dr. Dellinger, every person has a preferred shape, and it indicates that we have different thought process, we have distinctive type of our personality, and the results, the personality traits are very much accurate, right, as she says. Now let's discuss about these 5 shapes. What shape are you? Circle, triangle, square, rectangle, or squiggle? Let's first discuss about the triangle. Right? If you see this shape, triangle, right? This shape is, the triangle is having the top, the peak. And everybody, those who are having these triangle shape, they have the agility to go high always, right? So I just want to know from your side, do we have triangles in the room? If you have received triangle shape, you can write me in the chat box that yes, I have received triangle. Any triangles? No triangles? No triangles? All the 22 people are circle, I guess. Okay, let's discuss about, though you have received this shape or not, but at some moment of your time, you would have behaved like a triangle. And you would have seen the personality like triangle. Now, to know that, you would have to know how triangle behaves. So, we are going to know the positive and negative traits of triangle. So, as I have explained, that this triangle having the base and it goes always high. That is the peak. Now, if I explain the positive characteristics of the triangle, it is considered to be a leadership shape. Right? It is a leadership. Leaders always are very agile to go high. Right? They have a different agility that I want the work. I want the best. They are the most strongest and confident people. They love recognition. Right? If you imagine your boss, right? If you don't respect them or if you don't wish them also, their ego will hurt. So they love recognition, they love to be celebrated, they love credit, they are focused, goal oriented, they are more ambitious, they are always motivated to go high, they are always motivated to top. So you, though you are a triangle shape or not, you try to relate your life. What are the circumstances where you behave like a triangle? You're not a triangle, but you behave in certain kind of situations like a triangle. They have the strong strategy planning skills, decisive very quickly. Right? They don't think by heart, they always think by mind. They take initiatives in the situations because they are the leadership shape. They are practical, right? They will use, this is not practically possible, they use their common sense. They are the left brain thinkers. People will with left brain thinkers are always think, they always think from their mind, right? They are more logical, right? What is the logic behind it? I'm not emotional fool, right? So these person, now there are certain negative characteristics of them also. So these negative characteristics are, they're the direct aggressors, right? I want this work now and now. Competitive, they're respected, you respect your boss but with fear. So they are respected, but there is a sense of fear in the employee's mind that that respect is because of the fear. If I don't do this, the boss will fire me. They are more of self-centered because they want, the reason of self-centered is they want this peak, right? This, they're status oriented, they're political at times, their inability to admit mistakes, that is one of their negative qualities. They dislike apologizing, they'll never say sorry to you, right? So imagine, who is that person in your life who matches with this exact shape? They may be your student, they may be your boss, they may be your spouse even, right? Anybody, they dislike the apologizing, they are very impatient. And the reason of being impatient is they want to go high, they want to be agile. I have selected one meme for every shape, and for triangles I would say they are like this. So what's your point, right? Come to the point directly. Now let's discuss the next shape, and then we will discuss that how communication between these shapes becomes miscommunication. So the next shape is square. Do we have any squares in the session, in the room? Any squares? If you are a square, you can type me in the chat box. The beauty of square is they treat similar, right? All the sides are equal, right? That may be the logic of square. So any squares in the room? If you are a square, you can type me in the chat box.
No, I still did not get any result.
You might.
I have selected another email ID, but I did not get the result right now. So I have to appear in test again. Might be.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, you will
You
not
will not
receive the
receive the
result
result
on your
on
email
your
ID.
email ID. No, not
You'll
now.
receive
You
it
will not
once
get.
this is submitted.
Submitted.
That this is
That
your
this is your
result.
result.
A brief
I
snapshot.
submitted, but I did not get the result. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So there would
So
be
there would
any
be any
technical,
technique
you
that
can
you can
perform it
perform
again.
it again. Okay. Okay.
Right, so what I'll do is, those who are not able to do it now, I'll share that QR code in the group, so you can take it again at your own convenience. Okay, like
Okay. Like
squares, I
squares.
have already performed. Dipali ma'am says, like square. You like square personality, but I could not perform. I'm not able to get the question, ma'am. Okay, so I think there are no squares in the room, but let's see whether you have any squares in your surroundings. So the square, the positive qualities of square, right? As I have said that the square, the shape square is all the sides are equal. So their positive characteristics are they love getting the job done. right? By anyhow, they want that their job should complete first. They are the hardest workers, right? Workaholic people. They love organization, right? Organized work culture. They will make timetables, they'll make a routine, they will make the to-do list also. They are the structured personality. They want neat and cleanliness, right? They are more detailed oriented, and that is why people tell them perfectionist. You might have seen such kind of personality. Now, this is their positive characteristics, I agree, but because they are square, this is also known as the box. The shape is also known as the box. They love their own structure, they love their own routine, they love their own details. And when you tell them to go out of that box, to go out of their routine, they will baffled, right? The short tempered, that is their negative qualities. They enjoy routines, schedules, calendars, forms, paperwork, to do list, taking notes. They enjoy rules and deadlines. They are the most loyal and committed partner. Right? They are most reliable, dependable friend, and they are also left brain thinkers. Now imagine a triangle which we just discussed. A triangle communicating with a square. A very good pair. The combination is very good because the boss leadership shape, leaders always want the getting job done, and the squares are able to match with the exact expectations. So there will be no communication gap between them, right? Because both of them are left brain thinkers, both of them matches the characteristics so nicely. Let's discuss the negative characteristics of the square. As you can see, they are the by the book kind of a person, right? They love rules and regulation, but as I have said, if you tell them that you don't have to, you have to think beyond the boundary. These are the rules, but if you give them some other tasks which are not mentioned in those rules, they will not be able to do it, right? And in this time, in this generation, this will not work. They are the black and white thinkers, right? This phrase is they want everything written, simple, clear, crystal. And that is why they're so stubborn, resistant to change, resistant to adapt. This shape is a little bit complicated when it comes to flexibility because they are not flexible, right? If you have done a joke on them, they will take it to the heart because they have poor sense of humor. They are most of the time, because their positive characteristic is they love neat and cleanliness, structure they love, and that is why they in their life may have faced obsessive compulsive disorders, right? OCD. I'm not saying that they have these disorders, but they may face that they like everything to be perfect. So if you have, this is one thing, and if you have taken their things to put at other side, they will get aggressive because it is their discipline. It's their, because of they are very serious. They are very strict, overprotective parent. So if there are parents in the room, the square parents, you might be agree with this that you are overprotective at certain things. You may procrastinate at your times, right? You may be wondering that isn't this clashing, because they are organized, they do work, they plan their work, then how they are the procrastinators? So they like to do work, but they only do and they only are committed to the structure and to-do list that they have made. But if something beyond the plan comes, they may procrastinate it because it's not written in their diary, it's not written in their routine. So they are living in this four, जैसे बोलते हैं ना, चार दीवारी में रहना. So they are very much easy kind of person with their own world. Analytical, that is their one of the positive qualities also. They take a while to make decisions. They are not the instant decision makers. All facts first, emotions aside. And they avoid conflict also. They don't want to be in conflict because they are into their own zone. So the motto I have chosen for them, I'm so sorry. Yes. The motto I have chosen for them is, if you want something done right, step one, slap the person who failed. right? If I want to do it right, do it my way or no way. That kind of the motto squares are having. And step number 2, do it yourself, right? So there are certain moments in your life you think it that at what times or at what moments you behave like a square, right? This matlab this. I don't want my student to do this thing in my class because this is not in my routine box, right? I'm not saying that you behave like square in the classroom. I'm not generalizing the idea, but there are certain situations where we behave like a square. And if the square is your dominant shape in all the parameters, you might be behaving like a square, right? Coming to the next shape, one of the favorites, and many people in the room, including me, are the circles. So how many circles are there in the room? I think almost many of you. Yes? Okay, so now let's know about this interesting shape, and we are going to imagine that what if circles have to communicate with squares, right? And then how the communication becomes the gap of communication. Okay, let me share the screen again. So positive, as I have said, this is one of the very good shapes. Their positive characteristic is they respect harmony. Right? झगड़े में पड़ना ही नहीं है. This is round. The world is round for them. Right? Even though you tell that it's square, they will accept it. So they respect harmony. They don't want to involve themselves in the conflict. They are the lover. They are the people person. Wherever they go, they are the extrovert kind of a person. So they are the party people, best communicators. Why? It's not because they speak well, because they listen well, right? So they're the best listeners. They do listen the other person. They don't assume things, but they listen. Team players, they encourage people, right? So that is why they are the team players. They are more friendly, loving, and smiley people, social and talkative, right? They love their own work also, and they also want to be a part of the society. So that way they are social, pleasant personalities, and personable. Right? You like to spend your time with them. So that is they are more pleasant, personable. They love helping others, right? They will sacrifice their own selves, and I do agree with this, but they will help others. They are not able to say no to other people. They are the nurturer, right? They love to see people grow. They are the caretakers. They like to take care of people. They eventually forget to take care of themselves, but they take care of other people well. They are the sincere, caring, and empathetic people, peacemakers. And why this is happening? Because they are the right brain thinkers. They don't think logically. Most of the time, they think emotionally. And that is why they are not able to say no. How many circles here are able to relate with all these positive characteristics? That yes, you are like this. Those who have received circles as their results. How many of you? Anyone in the room? Are you able to relate it with your personality that yes, I am like this? Those who have got circle. I think there was Sri Kutti Gopinathan sir. Yes. You said that I got circle. Do you agree? Vivek sir? Yes. So Vivek sir, I think you are also a circle. And it is said that one of the research on psychogeometrics says that in organization, the more circles we have, the more harmony do we have. Why? Because they don't want to involve themselves into the conflict. But again, circle is not the shape, right? Not the very best shape, we can say. Yeah, it is the best shape, but they also have certain the negative qualities, right? As nobody is perfect in this world, circle also have some negatives. So let's go for those negatives. Okay, the first is they are indecisive at times, right? Because they think from emotions, certain practical approaches, certain thing which is so practical, which is so obvious, they're not able to decide just because there is a conflict in between that I should do this or that. Right? Some of the time it's because of ethics or because of the fact is not the fact for them. right? They want to avoid those facts. Most of the time, this is one of the negative qualities. Whatever is happening is because of me, right? I should not have done this. So they are the people who take all the blames on them. They're prone to gossip. They are not involved into gossip, but if somebody says them, they are easily being manipulative. They accommodate to everyone, right? Because the positive quality of them is they listen. So that is why people take them for granted that इनके पास तो बहुत time है, right? They will listen to us. And their negative qualities, they can say no, right? If somebody is giving the work, they can say no. They're over personal at times, right? Personal हो जाते ज्यादा, right? दुनिया में कोई मुझे प्यार ही नहीं करता है, right? I am doing XYZ things for the people and people are not reverting me back. So this is being over personal. If they are being practical like the triangles and squares, शायद ये ऐसा नहीं करते. They avoid conflicts. It's the most sensitive shapes. दिल पे बहुत जल्दी लग जाएगा इनको. They're the most sensitive shapes are all. They dislike working alone. उनको लोग चाहिए, right? Without people, they cannot survive. So they are the party people. They are the people person. Wishy-washy parenting, right? They have done in their life many things, and that is what they wish for their children also. Like wishy-washy kind of parenting. They need to be needed, right? They are available for all the people, and that is why they always need this, that people should need me. And they are gullible, right? They are easily involved. They can be involved in the gossips parts and easily can be manipulated. So these are the qualities of circle, but the best part of circle is they are the peacemakers, and that is why their motto I have chosen is don't worry, be happy. Right? It reminds me of that Gujarati song of Devang Patel, Jalsa Kar, Jalsa Kar. Right? So that is what the personality of circle. Now you imagine the circle is communicating with the square who is so rigid, not coming out of their comfort zone, not coming out of from their rules and regulation. How communication will be between these two personalities? Or circle who can't say no with triangle who wants more. So indirectly circles would have to face, indirectly circles would have to suffer a lot, right? So we will, in the next session, we will discuss how to tailor the communication if two different personalities are there, because eventually we'll not get circle with circle. We will have the diversity. It's said that in an organization, all types of shapes should be together because all of them have the different entity, right? So let's discuss the next shape, that is rectangle. And as you can see on the screen, rectangle have two sides similar and the other two sides similar, and that describes the rectangle. The positive characteristics are it symbolizes change in their life, right? Because nothing is so similar in their life. They are always in the state of flux. They are always in the state of confusion. What if I do this? What if I do this? What if I do this? And they want to be the master of everything, right? The master of everything, but the jack of none kind of thing. So they want change in their life. That is also positive thing in their life. They want new job, new school, new town, new position. They always striving for that. They always accomplish the period of growth. Right? That is why they are not stable at a position. They always strive for growth. The best part of rectangle is they are the most open-minded person. Right? If you criticize them, they will be accepting it. That okay, it doesn't interest me. Eager to learn new things. They're more curious to change themselves. They're more flexible. The best part of the rectangle is they are self-aware because they always ask questions to themselves. What if I do this? What if I do this? Is this matching with me or not? So they are always self-aware. So the people with high self-awareness learns the best. So they are the best learners, I would say. They are playful at times. मजाक मस्ती अच्छे से कर लेते हैं. They have the good sense of humor, and that is again the best quality of them. Suddenly you may notice they are having this high mood swings. Right? At times you will notice that they have the burst of energy, and at times you'll feel that they are so lazy, they are the procrastinator. So these mood swings are common in rectangles. They are the left brain thinkers, right? They think also logically. The negative characteristics of rectangle are they are the outside, they are the different people, but they may mask their true feelings, right? So whatever is inside is not outside. So they are hiding their emotions, either positive or negative both. They have the low self-esteem. The reason for this is because they always want transition in their life. They are anxious, they have mood swings, they will be either very late or very early to the event, both the case possible. They avoid conflict, like they don't want themselves to be in the conflict more often. They are indecisive, they are forgetful, right? They forget things. State of confusion is always there. The stress, unsurety of life, work, love also, they're always inconsistent, right? There will be no consistency in their life because they are always change makers, right? They always want to change something or other thing in their life, and that makes them inconsistent. As I said, that master of all but jack of none. uh, I said it ulta, jack of all but master of none. And dinner time ho gaya hai, to things like this happen. Okay, unpredictable, they are unpredictable. Why unpredictable? Because you may have noticed that they are the mixture of all the shapes. They shift their personality. At times they become so agile. So that is triangle. At times they love themselves. They are in the harmony. They create peace. So they are circles. At times they want to be in that char diwari and they want to work on themselves. So at times they are very much unpredictable. We are not able to decide that what shape are they. So this is about rectangle, and the motto is who I am and why I am, what is the purpose of my life, right? And I'm round box, square box, round pizza, triangle slices. I am confused, right? So in short, I would say that rectangles are the most powerful shape also, but simultaneously, if they remain confused, their life will be not very good life, right? If they remain confused. So if I take it this way, that how many rectangles do you have in your classrooms, right? Because that if we talk about students, most of the time they remain confused, right? So when in the next session we will discuss about tailoring our communication to match with their needs, we will discuss about this parameter. Coming towards the last shape, one of the best shapes, and squiggle is because it's not a shape even, right? It's zigzag. So squiggle is a positive characteristic of squiggle is it's the shape is very sexy. So it's a sexy symbol. It's most unique of all. The personality is so unique. It reminds me of Three Idiots Rancho. They think out of the box. They're the most creative, most energetic. They like to experiment new things. They're more curious, new situations, new people. Now you think a square is communicating with squiggle. ये दोनों एक ही टीम में है. The squiggle's personality is to experiment new things, to do something different, get an idea and implement it. But here you can see a square who likes to be organized and planned, right? So that they will have definitely will have the conflict. Great idea person, outside the box thinkers. They dare to be different. They're more interested in what if I do this, what if I do that. They're more interested in knowing the reasons why this happens. They're more spontaneous. They are free flowing, behti hawa sa tha wo kind of personality. They like challenges in their life. They are not afraid of the challenges. They are also social like the circles. They are the life of the party, and they are also like circles, right brain thinkers, right? They think from emotions. Negative characteristic is when they speak, there is no filter, right? They don't know what I'm speaking, right? वो गलत तो नहीं लग जाएगा, because they are into their own zone to create their different personalities. Dislike structure, उनको structure बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं आता है, and that is why they take more times to complete a task. They can't stand rules and regulations. Deadlines कभी भी complete नहीं कर पाएंगे, because that is their original personality, the original nature. They have the poor follow through. They can't follow up. They are disorganized, messy at times, because they are more into their own work. They want to explore the world. Impractical at times, unrealistic, changes mind often, right? Something that quickly comes to their mind, they will implement it. Tomorrow, that plan will be changed. Money management is very poor. Risk takers, though, they don't worry of consequences. They are bored easily, right? They can't stick themselves to one particular task. So this is also one of the best qualities, because in this generation we require these kind of people who experiments more often. But simultaneously, it is one of the negative qualities as well. Their short attention span, always they are into daydream, right? So if those positive qualities are imbibed in them, squiggle can become the most unique and best shape of all. But because their negative qualities are most of the time wasting their time, they need to think more often. The motto for squiggles, I can say that you can see there is an image. It says here that you have got a very short attention span. This person is coming for an interview. An interview is saying that, and you can see the recruiter, the interviewee, who is looking out of the window. So he is in his zone to think something, to plan something, right? And this other meme for them is best idea person. They have variety of ideas. If utilized, they can be the best idea giver person, right? So this was all about the shapes. We have not completed about the psychogeometrics. We are going to discuss it because related to communication, once we are aware about the shapes. Now if I have in my classroom these variety of shapes, how to assess those needs and how to tailor my own communication so that I can be an effective educator, or let's say an effective person also, right? So I don't have to leave my original shape, but I just have to understand the person shape, right? So that we are going to discuss in the next session. Just to remind you about, tomorrow is Sunday, so we won't have any session on Sunday as well as Monday, because as I have told earlier, Monday I'm not available. So we'll directly meet on Tuesday, but Tuesday again we will have the session till 7:30, right? So that is all from my side. Happy dinner, all of you. You have a quick break. So in this quick break, I'll be posting a small homework assignment for you, self-exploratory assignment. So you do it. There will be a video. You watch it, and then we will meet on Tuesday. Right. So any question, anything that comes to your mind about shapes and the shape personality? Vivek sir is saying 90% correct. Yes, it's very accurate. So one
Quite
shape,
interesting, madam. It was very
yes,
nice to know.
yes, it's very nice concept. You can even read this book I mentioned, What Shape Are You by Sneha Gupta. Okay, so we will meet. The discussion is not over yet. We will complete it in the next session. So till then, see you all on Tuesday. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.